Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Brother Marines, Brother Marines, Brother Marah, we have returned again today.
Hey, don't write yourself off yet. It's only in your head you feel left out or looked down on. Just try your best, try everything. Hey, don't write yourself off yet. It's only in your head you feel left out or looked down on. Just do your best, do everything you can, and don't you worry what their bitter hearts are gonna say. It just takes some time, little girl, you're in the middle, out the right. Everything will be just fine. Everything will be alright, alright. It just takes some time, little girl, you're in the middle, out the right. Everything will be just fine. Everything will be alright.
There's our Monday jam for today. That's it. That's the whole thing. That's the whole thing. That's the whole stream. We'll just shut it down here. I mean, we've already been going for nearly 4 minutes. 4 minutes. I mean, could you imagine? Could you imagine if other channels and other streamers were streaming for 4 whole minutes? 4 whole minutes. And there wasn't one person to say hi or something. Not one person to show up for 4 minutes. What do you think that they would say or think about a stream where nobody showed up for 4 minutes? Well, then 30 more seconds would go by, and that would be 4.5 minutes. And it would be 4.5 minutes that nobody would have shown up. And you'd have to really kind of wonder, I mean, like, wait, what would they think? Or what would they say? What would they do if nobody showed up for 4.5 minutes? Well, while you were pondering that, and another 30 seconds happened to fly by, then it would have been a total of 5 minutes that would have gone by without one person. And it makes you wonder, what would some other channel with some other streamer say, think, or do if nobody showed up for 5 whole minutes? I mean, what would they say? What would they do? Why would they put on a performance? What would they even be performing to? And then, another 30 seconds would go by and it would be 5.5 minutes. 5.5 minutes that they would have had a stream started for that nobody would have shown up for. 5.5 minutes. And it just keeps going up, too. It would just keep going up. Because what would this other channel or this other streamer do or say when 6 minutes would have gone by and not one person would have said hi or would have shown up? 6 whole minutes. And you'd think, well, come on, like, streamers stream for hours, and people don't say anything or do anything, right? And you'd be okay, sure. I'm sure there are some that do that. I'm sure there are some that are a lot closer to home than you'd think. But it does raise the question of what are they going to do? What are they going to do for 7 minutes when they've been sitting there streaming? And nobody's been there. No one said hi. No one's shown up. For 7 minutes. And then it just keeps going. And it just keeps going. It goes further and further and further than that. Beyond that, it goes up, way up there. And it makes you kind of have to wonder, well, what goes through someone's head when they would be streaming on their channel? And that a period of time, approximately 7.5 minutes, has gone by. Not one person. Not a hi, not a hello, not a hey. Nothing. Not one person has shown up after 7.5 minutes. So, if all of that, and it must really feel like it feels a lot longer when you hear it being orated in such a way, right? 8 minutes. When you really kind of realize how much can go by in 8 minutes, and then how much goes by over the course of an entire stream, and that there's nobody there. You're talking to nobody. You are streaming to nobody at all. It does raise a few questions. Like, why stream? Why not just record it? Why not just upload videos where interaction is not required because it's not expected? Now, I am bringing this off a little bit, so the timing on this isn't going to be absolutely perfect, so you're going to have to forgive me on this, considering it has been 3, 2, 1, 9 minutes before anybody showed up and said hi. Now, some people might be like, well, I mean, that's too bad, so sad. But at the same time, it is quite the detractor. It is quite the thing. It is quite the attitude adjuster, where you could be going in totally Action Jackson, totally fucking ready to roar and just go at it and have an exciting and fun evening where you have this chill hangout and you're talking to all the people and you're having fun and they're having fun. And it's all this real sort of kind of interaction, give and take, sort of social experience that's also, maybe informing you about a game or watching something happen in a game or testing some challenge, or I don't know, maybe you just like the personality of the host. I don't know. But it does become a bit of the dejector if one might use such a term, when there is such little to no interaction. And that, once again, nearly to the same metric I would have to kind of mention that if it took 9 minutes, and don't feel like you're being singled out here, person in chat, of which that I will get to soon. Don't feel singled out right now. This isn't the point of this rant. That it takes 10 minutes. How are you? I'll get to that, Nigel. I'll get to that. I'm ranting right now. Just sit down and enjoy the ride. That if it takes about 9 or 10 minutes, for the stream to actually start, because I mean, like, it can start whenever I start pressing play, right? That's the start of the stream. But does the stream really count before anybody gets there other than me? I guess so. You could go back. You could watch all of this, even if you show up a half an hour from now. You could snap back and watch all this part. But it does remind me of when I said, maybe I should slow down the intro by like 1,000,000%, and so that way it takes 10 minutes to go through that opening sequence, because by the time the 10-minute super slow-mo, kinda creepy, like something out of a Rob Zombie movie, kinda found footage, horror kinda style intro it becomes when you slow it down, by the time it's done, there might be somebody there to talk to. I don't know. It's something that upsets me. It upsets me because, have you ever been told that you're so great, or that you should succeed, or that there should be so much more, or that, this or that or the other, the thing that boosts you up, but is it just a false, inflated confidence that's fake? Is it a lie? Is it a setup for failure? Because one of the things that I kind of can't stand is when people say how great and amazing that I am, that the channel is, that the commentary is, and that you should watch for amazing gameplay and funny things that he says, and philosophical discussion. Yet there's nobody here. How can I be that great if there's nobody the fuck here? And then once again, I'm not trying to single anybody out, but that's what this is. This is totally and now just gone on to a fucking rant. If I sat here and waited for 9 whole fucking minutes for anybody to fucking show up, when you get a fucking ding and a fucking notification, and if you're in the fucking Discord group, you get a fucking extra mega fucking super ding that specifically fucking dings you right out. There is little room for like missing it. Which then, there's lip service, and there's words, and there's weighted value. That there's what somebody could say you're worth, and then how many people come to the shop. And that's it. That's the gripe. If I keep going on this, I will fucking go on this for fucking forever. I will rant into the fucking stratosphere. I will go for 2 hours until my voice is, like, done. So, like, I'm not going to do that. Let's just chill out. Well, welcome on in. Welcome in, Jackler. Once again, I'm not trying to like fucking like razz anybody. I'm not trying to fucking ream anybody's fucking butthole. I'm not trying to like say you, right? Like, I'm not saying anything like that. I'm just saying, I don't know. Sometimes, people lift you up and give you like a little boost, or sometimes they might promote you or say something nice about you. And then all of a sudden, it's like, yeah, maybe I do deserve that, you think. Maybe I should... maybe I will climb to the top one day. I'm gonna make it. Nobody there. That's it. That's it. Okay, so let me get back into this. All right, so I don't want to neglect the chat here. Nigel, hi Nigel, welcome in. Don't feel like you were not singled out there, but you were definitely used as the example. Okay, so it's not but how are you? Well, beyond the beautiful rant that's gone on for the last 15 and a half minutes, I would say that I'm doing pretty good. I had a pretty nice and relaxed day today, working, and got off a bit early, kind of popped over onto Dark Pack Gaming, and you know, I like to kind of when he's got the open lobby, I like to pop in and say hi and hang out, give him a hand. You know what I mean? It's hard. It's hard. You might not think it, but it is. Okay. I'm not saying it's like fucking manual labor with like no food and no pay kind of hard, but live streaming is challenging. It is hard. It is difficult. And so I am always happy to jump in and to help. And sometimes because dead air, it's the death of all of us, right? So I did that. So I was like, hi, I'm here now. And I chilled out over there. Go check out Dark Pack Gaming. !DPG. If you type !DPG in the chat, you will get a link to Dark Pack Gaming. Make sure to go give them a sub, give them like a thumbs up. Say, I don't know, say something real corny, like, like the Bloodhounds have landed, or something real fucking lame that, like, he would know that, like, I told you to say it. So say something Bloodhounds related that, like, is really tacky and corny, and, like, you're, like, role-playing as the Bloodhounds, and you're, like, super serious, and you're like, we're here now, Bloodhound squad activate. Ching! Right? And then, like, he'll love it. He'll fucking eat that shit up. Alright, so notification just showed up now. Yeah. What about it? I shit you not. I clicked on it as soon as I saw. Well, okay. Then it's YouTube's fault. YouTube? Huh? What is wrong with this stream, beyond the title, that would make YouTube not want to send a notification to people? What possibly, other than the obvious and intentional typo in the title, would make YouTube not want to make this video sent to people? You didn't notice the typo in the title, did you? You guys are all blind motherfuckers. So, maybe perhaps it could be that YouTube was like, oh, it was the first thing Jackler noticed? Well, of course it was the first thing you noticed. I mean, like, you're practically Argentinian. I'm never going to hear the end of that from him. The next time, when I open up the chat next time, I'm never going to hear the end of that. He's just going to be like, so, Slathe, Argentinian, huh? How is it over being in Alaska? You're Russian? And I'd be like, you're really fucking over trying this one. You'd be like, yeah, I know. I didn't really think that one up. How's it going, buddy? Right? That's pretty much how it would go. He would come into the chat and it would just, bam. Like, I think he's practicing it now, verbatim. Right? From Quebec. The Quebecois! Yeah, that's right. Bloodhounds inbound? Oh, that sounds great, Graham. That sounds great. So you just need to type !DPG. So, like this. It's in the chat, right? You see? Oh, wait, if you're on your phone, wait, the chat's probably down there. Hey, now it looks like I'm pointing at my junk. This would be great for a GIF. Now just put the caption retarded on it. Okay. Jackler, I'm gonna bring back your fucking meme librarian status. You know that, right? Alright, so... or else we're gonna need a new meme librarian, aren't we? Okay. I mean, there could be more than one meme librarian, couldn't there? Is that legally allowed? I think you're allowed to have, you can have more than one librarian in a chapter. You can have more than one meme librarian in the Bloodhounds, I think. But you have to be a proper meme librarian. You can't just be like, I mean, you could be like a meme librarian in training, but then pretty much you're just an edgelord that's learning how to kind of like toe the line. Right? Okay, anyway, so let's play some games. I am still in the depths of Diablo. We are gonna play some fucking The Boys Diabolical. Okay, why am I opening up Steam? It's not in Steam. I'm a fucking idiot. It looks like you got here on time. Wow, Graham. Wow. You know, I kind of have to make a little bit of a giggle and a chuckle and like a not give a fuckle about ranting for 15 minutes about how there's nobody here. For Graham to show up 20 minutes into the stream and be like, "Oh man, it's a good thing I've shown up just on time." Look at this motherfucker. He knows what he's doing. He's using his Japanese ways. Alright, so I might need to walk people through what I'm actually doing in this game so it doesn't just seem like mindless fucking destruction of enemies. So I started playing this game recently, as I'm sure people have probably noticed recently on the channel.
Press onward.
Holy shit, Necromancer. Go. Holy fuck with the dialogue. You can chill right the fuck out with that. Holy shit.
Hold on.
No, you hold on. Holy fuck. Did you hear that guy? Holy fuck, this guy is fucking crazy. So anyway, you probably have noticed that I've been playing a little bit of Diablo 3 lately. So, I have been learning new things in this game that I never knew before. Because when I played this game when it was new, I only played this game maybe for a few months. And this game's had, like, years of development since I actually, like, really played the game, like, seriously, let's just say, right? And so I never knew about things like these items. Which now I have all the different flavors of Baskin fucking Robbins here. Okay? Of different crystal things. And I'm leveling them up. And that I can level up my character and get stronger. I can level up my equipment. Right? I can level up my equipment and get it to be better and make myself stronger that way. But I can also level up these special magic gems. Not these ones, but these brown square ones, right? And I have a few of them in my items right now. So, it's like a third way that I can level up my character in addition to improving my equipment or just generally killing shit and getting experience points and leveling up like a fucking Charmander. Right? Okay, so now that this premise has been exactliated, so one of these items in specific is this one, the Gem of Ease, which grants experience, a big bonus to experience, per kill. But, more importantly, at level 25, you can socket it into a weapon, kind of like how this, for example, has a yellow gem socketed into it. You can socket this into a weapon. And you can make this weapon level 1. So it doesn't matter if the weapon is level 70, like this one. Now it's level 1, and a level 1 can use it. But more than that, you can bring that level 25 Gem of Ease, bring it over to this cube, slap it in there with any item you want, hit the button, hit the Whopper button,
I wish you could have seen it.
Cormac always wanted to bring me here.
and then
Probably shouldn't bring that.
And then suddenly, this item is permanently level 1. And what's great about that is if it was like this item, for example, and I made this item level 1, I could still put a Gem of Ease into it. I could still get another one of these and level it up. And then put it into this super stupidly strong level 1 weapon. Are you with me on the concept so far? Now, what did I just do? I think I totally just hit the wrong thing. Now, the Necromancer right now is probably the most powerful character I have right now. I deleted all the extra fat. There's only these characters. There's Snoo Snoo. She's still around. Caesonius, who I honestly don't even remember actually making Caesonius, but I'm guessing Caesonius was a season character when I made Caesonius. That would kind of check out, wouldn't it? Slathe, who we've been playing as recently, and this new character, Purple Nurple. Now, Purple Nurple really was just created as a test character. This character may or may not be a serious character that we will be leveling up. But this is Purple Nurple, a level 1 character. This character has not done a single thing except for put on equipment. Now, Paragon levels you get when a level 70 character keeps leveling up. So you get Paragon levels on all of your characters. If my level 70 character levels up all the way to level 1,000,000 in Paragon, every character I have is going to have level 1,000,000 Paragon. So that's irrelevant. This character is level 1. Level 1. The 352 is the Paragon level. That doesn't count. This character has 0 experience points. 0. Now here's the scheme. So, here is a level 70 weapon that's been reduced to level 1. In fact, all of these, except for this, are level 70 items that have been reduced to level 1. Why would I do that? Well, there's a level 70 set that once you have 3 of the pieces, it gives you a 20% experience bonus. And then there's another set that if you have 2 of the pieces, gives you a 50% experience bonus. Then there's this ring, which I have a better one, and I'm planning on exchanging this one for the better one, but this ring will work fine for the example. This ring that gives a bonus to experience gain, and this helmet that gives double the effect of a gem put into it, using a red gem, which gives an experience bonus. Now, why am I talking like that guy, that one Christian, that debates people? I don't know. It seems to have just come on naturally. It seems that now I am that Christian guy, you know the guy, he always has a blue shirt on, and his son's over there, and he's talking to a circle of people at a university. And for some reason, right now, I'm talking just like him. Why am I channeling this man? How can I stop doing this? This is actually getting kind of uncomfortable. I would like to have my normal speech pattern back, please. Alright, so anyway. So, there's still more pieces to this set that I want to build to make this the ultimate experience gaining thing at level 1. And I've set this character up to the highest difficulty that a level 1 character can be on. So, this character would be gaining, and I can show you... So, in addition to... If we scroll down to Adventure, the bonus experience right now is at 152% bonus experience. And we're getting 513 additional experience points per kill. Bear in mind that 500 experience points per kill. At level 1, I need 280 experience points to level up to level 2. Okay. Bear that in mind. So, add up this all this math in your head. Now, when we go to what this character's game setting is going to be on, they're on Torment 6. What does Torment 6 give? 1,600% extra gold and 1,600 extra experience bonus. This character, if I do this right, should level the fuck up as fast as fucking possible. And there's an extra sort of caveat to this. I can make the exact same set for my companion follower, and my character will gain a portion of that bonus experience on the follower on themselves, raising that bonus experience even further beyond what my character can carry on them with every single item slot filled with something that's doing that. And you know what? I think that's pretty damn good. So, I was already doing some farming. Off stream. I was farming some stones. I have 7 stones right now. So, putting this up to discussion right now to the chat right now. Farm more stones or perform greater rifts and level up the Gem of Ease and gradually keep leveling up pieces for the ultimate set. I forget why I put a Kane's helmet in this, because there's already the... I think it's like I probably needed to, like, swap something. I forget what that's there. That little laugh is just me. Oh, what? Average After Dark streams? Oh, wait, so wait, which one's you then, Jackler? You're that one. Right? You're the one that's always running up and, like, grabbing the coins? No, this is AR. No, this one's AR. You can be that one. You're that one. You're the skeleton that's not like the other girls. You know, there's gotta be some way that I can just, like, all together have an army going on. You think you mentioned it before, but your friend got addicted to this game and almost lost his IT company? Is this a Democracy Manifest? Alright, you can be the little fleshy, like, scrotum guy. You can be the scrotum guy. AR can be this guy. This guy here. He's got, like, his lightning sword and his fire boots and his crusader armor and his, like, aura of death around him, right? And his series of 8 different skills with all of these abilities. You know what? He's the Templar. He's the temp. That's right. He's got all of it. He's got all of it. He's got all of it. Because, you know, he's got the item. Hold on. He has the item. Where is it? This one? No, it's this one. Summons a fallen lunatic every 11 seconds. You see these, like, purple nurglings? You see these purple nurples right here? He's got the equipment on. He's wearing the ring that's summoning those things. I have now turned the Templar into the Summoner. I think I need to get more shit that, like, summons more shit, right? So that way, there's just gonna be this whole mess of fucking units that are on my side that are all fighting. Like, this army's nice and all, and when I have the revives, it's even nicer. The Summoner, yeah, exactly. He's got it. Jackler's got it. Jackalar! Hey, wait a minute, no. You know, one of these days, just because he absolutely hates them, I'm gonna have to drag Jackler into playing magic cards, right? And we'll play magic cards, and we'll be in the chat together, right? And we'll talk about Lord of the Rings and Black Aragorn, and we'll talk about Ninja Turtles and Black April, and we'll talk about Avatar: The Last Airbender, and how it's, like, Caillou Ball Z, right? And we'll talk about Final Fantasy, and we'll argue over essentially Cloud or Sephiroth or Squall or some stupid weird fucking Final Fantasy weebo shit that we'd be, like, arguing over, and it'll be good time. We'll have Cokes. We'll both have like a can of Coke, some fried chicken or something. When the Coke and the fried chicken comes into play, it doesn't sound that bad, does it? You don't even have to play Final Fantasy, Jackler. There's a Coke and there's fried chicken. Are you saying that you don't like... It's like, gaslight activated. Are you saying you don't like Coke and fried chicken? Like, what's that about? Shh. Alright, alright. Alright, crew. Brother Marines, I need your assistance. Will we be traveling the Nephilim Rifts and gathering more greater rift stones to use in the future? We'll get some experience points, and we may get greater rift keystones, grift stones. Or we do the greater grifts. We actually do a greater grift, and we level up the gem. I would have, right now, I have more than enough to do the job with this right now. Did I know that the Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles are lame in the UK and they're like an embarrassment to the black and white comics, and like They might as well have not even made the movie at all. Yeah, Graham. Yeah. Yeah. I was aware. Yeah.
Strong enough to survive the trials?
So, there's been a new change to the Necromancer, to how I've set up the character. Now, I've gotten rid of the mages, or archers, if anyone was paying any attention before at all. I've gotten rid of the mages. And now I have a thing called a simulacrum, which, essentially, like, a skeleton with flesh that is just my doppelganger standing next to me runs around. And I did that because I got an item that makes the simulacrum permanent, but it takes 1% of my life every second. I heal much more than 1% of my life every second, so it's free real estate, okay? So the simulacrum has a rune that you can use with it that happens where if I die, if my health goes down to 0 and I'm dead, but I've got a simulacrum, well, nope, I didn't just die. I have an extra man, and I'm totally alive because my simulacrum, I just came back to life through them. Like some kind of fucking, like, the 6th day Arnold Schwarzenegger fucking clone shenanigans. Now, I've never seen the simulacrum die, but allegedly it can, because there is a set with items that I've gotten that mentions that your simulacrum no longer takes damage. Which I don't think I have that with. I don't have that with this. But I have made a few changes to how the character works, which I can go over in a minute. But I swapped out my my weapon and amulet upgrade. I've changed the mage and some equipments. So I've removed the 2 immunities that I had, where I was just completely immune to 2 different elements, where, like, you know, like, I'm invincible, haha, get fucked, right? But I've made my character a lot more aggressive. So I could always switch back if I really need to. But now I'm like, B, aggressive, B, E, aggressive, right? You know, like, now I've got my cheerleaders sort of thing. Right, and with my mercenary dude summoning guys, and I'm summoning guys, and, like, they're bringing in guys that I'm bringing back to life, and I'm, like, re-summoning back, and, like, I'm, like, totally fighting them with their own dudes, and I'm, like, hitting them with my weapon, and it's causing them to get cursed, and my simulacrum is swinging its own weapon like a duplicate doppelganger cloned copy of my weapon, as far as I can understand this thing. And so, you know, cursing the shit out of everything. And then I forget what I've got something on that makes it so when at least I think I do. When I target things with the skeletons like this, they get a damage bonus for every second that they keep doing it. So now I'm, like, leaning into some of the things that I have to be able to kind of hyper-focus some certain strengths. So that way I've not just got, like, I don't have, like, a knife and a broadsword and a bow. Now I've got, like, one of those weapons, but better than any 3 of them were before. now I've got a... It's like, now it's like, so you have a gun? Yeah. Could you imagine how different Braveheart would have played out if William Wallace, like, was given a gun? Like, a time traveler went back and was like, William Wallace, I've seen the Mel Gibson movie, and I'm here, and I'm gonna give you this gun now. And he gives him, like, a shotgun and a bunch of ammo, right? He's for the purposes of... He gives him the means to make more ammo, right? He's got infinite ammo. He would never technically, like, run out. He's not gonna have, like, 6 shots, right? Right? And so, like, William Wallace, he's, like, gone back in time. He's got his shotgun. He's fighting against, like, whatever, King Edward or whatever his name is. He's fighting fucking the English. He's, like, shooting them. Right? He's got the shotgun. Ah! Right?
That is not possible.
But then, right, an English time traveler goes back in time, right? And gives the English, like, cars, right? So when like, the Scottish are facing off, so now there's a bunch of, like, British soldiers, but they're in, like, convertibles, and, like, the cavalry, right? And they've got the means to be able to refuel these things if needed. So now, like, it's like, oh, wow, they've got heavy horses or whatever, right? They've got, like, cars, and then at the end, they also send back the doctor from Deadliest Warrior, the one that they would pull in every so often and be like, in my time as a medical practitioner, this guy is dead, right? They would bring that guy in.
The Rift Guardian is here.
Oh, it's so fucking stupid. I love it. Wonderful. All right. Okay. There was your sneezing ASMR, but I guess it was kind of more like NSFW, because now suddenly it's TMI. LOL. JK.
I may be able to help you.
Not sneezes for work, only sneezes. I have to save those for I have to save those for only sneeze. They need to make the one where it's specifically for women to friend zone you, only friends.
I am returning to...
Right, like, what, like, don't you think? Jackler, can we get on that? Can we, like, get, like, the Jackler Slathe brand on that? Like, welcome to OnlyFriends, where you can sign up to pay women to put you into the friend zone. They'll never sleep with you, and they'll never hook up, but you can pay them to friend zone you. Welcome to OnlyFriends. 17% chance to smite enemies for blah 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 blah. Fuck all of that. I'm just gonna get rid of every single one of these. You and you in particular. And Billy the Kid has come online. I have no idea who that is. Could you imagine if that was somebody that I played a bunch of games with and had, like, countless, like, adventures with together, and, like, all these warm memories, and I'm here, like, on a live stream being like, I have no idea who the fuck that guy is. Could you imagine? Could you imagine the betrayal? Make bank with how freaky everyone is. Foreshadowing. Oh, he's Diablo 2. I get it. That's where I found him. So at one point, I'm likely gonna, when I get this to 50, I'm gonna drop this and probably add it to maximum essence, and then go back into vitality and keep cranking it back up. Intelligence is good and all. But anyway. So, okay, I've got 4 million. I'm on 12. So if I just keep this up and I do another rift at level 6, I know the leveling system I need to do here. So I need to do it at level 5. When I don't have one, I need to do it at level 5 and then rank it up to level 4 or 5, depending on if I empower the rift or not. Then I can continue on level 5, I think up to level 9 or 10. Then go up to level 6 until about, like, I don't know, mid to high teens. I forget. And then for the rest of the ride, go to level 7. And then when you're just over, when you're at like level 21 or something like that, I'm pretty sure, then you want to go to level 8, I think. It's something like that. We'll see. We'll see. It's something like that. But I think I have everything set up here, where this character has... I have an escape plan in case I die. I've got my simulacrum now that lasts forever. I've got an ever-increasing amount of thorns that, if I'm able to progress through the difficulty stages a bit more, if I'm able to level up some, you know, my equipment, I would have access to a decently high amount of thorns. I don't know how I have no idea how high it's going to bring me in the long run, because I've never gotten super far in this game before. But I imagine that, because this is as farthest as I've ever gotten, it's gotten me this far. I imagine if it's able to get up to a stupid amount of levels, then I'm probably going to be able to do a stupid amount of shit with that.
That is not possible.
What the hell? Why didn't I walk through those? So based on a few pieces of equipment that I have, right now this character has it set up where if I don't take any damage for 4 seconds, I set up a shield around my life. So just based off of what you see here, I'm not taking any damage, and then a shield pops up, right? And then that will cover... there we go. That will cover a good amount of damage that's hitting me. But then also, based off of my amulet ability, which is Squirt's amulet or something like that, right? That it gives me... I do an increasing amount of damage, and I take an increasing amount of damage until, until I take damage. The damage that I deal and receive are increased by up to 10 times here. So as long as I'm able to keep my shield up and not take any damage, then I can keep my damage up considerably. But the moment that I do take damage, then all of that's going to drop down to nothing. I'm going to take the bonus's worth of multiplication damage. So if it's 10, I'll take 10 times the amount of damage I normally would take. And then I would have to wait to start healing again to get another shield or whatever. But if I can increase, because the way that I get the shield is through an item that it's based on my amount of healing per second. So if I just increase using Paragon levels, the stat that increases healing per second, then I should be able to increase that bubble, and if I'm able to get equipment that will increase my healing per second just even further, that'll help increase that bubble a nice amount. And then, of course, there is also one of those legendary gems that I'm leveling up inside these rifts, which I can go over at the end of this video. I mean, showing you while I'm running through this will be... Nah, I could easily do it. Yeah, that's right. That's like swag points. Look at me show you an item while I'm fighting things in Diablo 3. Right, so... So... I can increase that amount and increase the life the shield, preventing me from getting damaged and thus being able to keep my damage up pretty well. So that is another one of the new angles that I'm going to be taking to get any edge that I can to increase my damage while also increasing my defense in different ways where I have to get really creative. Like, not just bigger number is bigger better, right? Because, like, you don't always just get the bigger number is bigger better, and that... So now I'm having to look at what I've got and essentially be the guy who goes, hey, I'm having an art attack, and sprinkle around a bunch of fucking garlic powder around my character until now I'm going to be able to progress through the difficulties of the game. What the fuck? What the deuce? What? What did I get stuck on? That was bullshit. That was bullshit. Oh, fucking wasps. Those fucking... What are those? It's those things from New Vegas. Bad tamales or whatever. Jackler will know. He'll know. I can't remember what they're called right now. My brain is in Diablo mode. If I was in New Vegas right now, I would know what they were called, but right now I'm not in New Vegas, and so I can't. I am in the planet of Sanctuary, not in the planet of post-apocalyptic role-playing game. The planet of Volta. Cazadors, that's it. Thank you very much. You Jackler, that's what I appreciate about you. Oh, there we go. Let's get one of these. GG.
The Rift Guardian has arrived.
Oh, hold on. Let me just move forward a little bit. Alright.
What do you need?
So the Gem of Ease is the one that I'm leveling up to make this set, right? But this, the Boyarski's chip, this is the one that I'm leveling up to do Thorns damage. So that's where, as you just saw there, when the enemy hit me, it did a big amount of damage to itself for hitting me. And so a lot of that comes from this. And I can level this up. It's level 40. I believe it can get up to a level 150. So I do have 110 more levels of this thing to go. It gets 1,000 damage per level. Another one, though, is this, where 35% of all damage that I take is staggered over time. And there's a 20% chance on kills to clear all the staggered damage. So I just get to go, oh, well, I get to be bailed out like a bank. The health bank gets bailed out. But then there's this one, where I get, I think it's, I don't know if it's 1,000 or if it's 800, I can't remember. life per second. I think that might be the one that... This one's 1,000, the other one's 800. So, life per second. And after not taking damage for 4 seconds, gain an absorb shield for 200% of your total life per second. This is also level 40, can also get to level 150. So if it's 1,000 levels and I've got 110 more levels to go, that's how much more life per second this thing could give me eventually. It could probably give me so much that I'm just never taking damage ever. But either way, this difficulty level is way too low for any of these to be leveled up. So I'm going to go back over to here. Because you level up the gems based off of the difficulty level you do the run on. So, that's how, you know, you have to be going... It gets more and more powerful. You can't just lame out the lower ones. I mean, you could try to level it up, but a 1% chance isn't very good, right?
Well fought.
Like, I'm sure everyone here is really skilled and stuff at games, but, you know, sorry, you're not doing it on a 1% chance. If you do, I mean, that's just luck. It's just cool. So I'll empower this one, so it'll get 5, and it should... Oh, I might need to... I'm gonna need to do it on 7, probably. Because the last one will go down to like, whoa! The fuck was that?
These creatures won't go down easily.
I'm afraid not.
That was like a scary near-death scenario there, for a moment. Why is everything all slow? Missile dampening. Oh! That's cool.
I understand so much more now.
Weakness consumes you.
This might be one of those levels where you just need to just smash your way through everything.
The grave beckons. All must serve the cycle.
Now, does Diablo 3 deserve an added soundtrack? Like, do I need to play like Live to Win? What would be the Diablo added music? Doom? Could like Beauty of Annihilation or something?
That is not possible. embraces you.
Sunshine, lollipops.
That is not possible.
Yeah. Well, there is a part of the game that is that, though, Jack. There is a part of the game that is sunshine and lollipops. And I'm not even fucking with you if you don't know what it is a real part of the game. If you want, I can try to figure out how to get, like, you've heard? I don't think I have it unlocked, and I'm pretty sure I could easily get it unlocked.
I'm afraid not. That is not possible. The night embraces you. I must wait.
As far as I know, in the inventory, there's some items that are sitting there that I probably should only have if I have not
I
unlocked
must
it.
wait. I need essence. This world can abide you no longer. I'm afraid not.
Wow, things are doing a lot of damage here. Then again, I also have a damage mod thing on me, so it's like that might be why I'm seeing it as suddenly it's like, oh, that's really fast.
You will make a fine corpse. That is not possible.
Because sometimes the Whimsyshire stuff shows up in the rifts, where you go into a rift like this or into a greater rift, and the enemies from Whimsyshire either are what you're fighting,
Rift Guardian is here.
or you're in the environment of Whimsyshire, or both.
That is not possible. I need essence.
Wow, did I get enough items, or holy shit?
I'm here to help.
So let's see. Even at this is now level 7. So even at level 7, these are still 1%, and this level 32 one is at 15% at level 7. I think the highest I've gotten to is level 8, like 0.1.
I need to go back.
Now I could be wrong, but I think I need to go to level 8 for the last one. 190 resist all. Versus... I mean, I could just wait until this gets to 50. This maxes out once I get each of them. The armor seems like the shittiest one, so I'm not even worried about that in the slightest. Utility?
May the gods who abandoned us come to your aid.
Oh, it's not going to restore my essence doing that? Bullshit.
Your skill?
That is bullshit. So let's identify all these items. What do we have? What's this? Haunted Visions. Oh, that's the same thing I have. Except for this one just kind of sucks, I think. Instantly restores 60% life. Fears enemies within 12 yards for 4 seconds. Alright, so now I've got a special potion. Alright. Special potion it is. The magic potion. What is it, Mr. Wonka? I can only show you the door. You have to step through it, Neo. Oh man, it tastes like piss. That's because I pissed in that, Neo. But you trusted me anyway. That means that you're in. Oh man, did you just seriously get me to drink your piss? Well, I needed to know that you trusted me, Neo. That's real sick. That's real fucked up, Mr. Wonka. Why the fuck why did you make, like, you didn't tell me it was piss. I would have wanted to know if I was, like, gonna drink someone's piss in a fucking cup. But, like, you just handed it to me and said, like, drink this. And I thought it was gonna be like candy, like some kind of fucking delight magical treat. But no, you just pissed in a cup. Well, I needed to know that you were the one, Neo. That you were the one. The one what? The one that was gonna drink your piss? That's right. And now I will leave this factory to you, Neo. What you see is a world made of pure robotic machination. Right? I just made you drink a cup with my urination. There's just this like fucking freak version of Willy Wonka and Neo from the Matrix. Like, oh, it's wonderful in its own terrifying way. Nothing wrong with window shopping. Yeah. Oh, just 2 drips, right? It's been a while since that one. That one's been a while. Well, let's just get rid of these. Zap back over here. I love that teleport. Click, click, click. Clicks the mouse because it gets caught underneath the thing. What was I leveling up before? Each hit done increases healing received by 110%. 1.1%. for 5 seconds, stacks up to 10 times, you are immune from controlling impairing effects. That sounds really good, the second part. What's this? Increase the damage of primary skills by X%. Hits with primary abilities heal you for 4% of your maximum health. Alright. 35% chance on killing an enemy to cause an explosion of gold. Gain 30% increased movement speed for 2 seconds after picking up gold. Okay. A 15% chance to on hit. Does that mean when I'm hit or I hit them? To gain a Wreath of Lightning, dealing a fuck ton of weapon damage as lightning every second to nearby enemies for 3 seconds. So hold on. I'm just going to pause this, and I'm just going to read something. Because this game is not clear about shit. Ever. Wreath of Lightning. Okay, properties. 15% chance on hitting an enemy. Why doesn't it just say this in the game? To gain a Wreath of Lightning dealing 1250 damage as lightning every second. Upgrade 25% damage as lightning per rank. So a maximum of 5,000% at rank 150. For 3 seconds, though, doesn't sound very good. I'd rather have one that's working, like, all the time. So that way it doesn't, like, you know, like, suck ass.
I've got some brand new goods you might be interested.
I think I need to do it on level 8. Not empowered, though. Not empowered, just like this. Alright. Wait, back up. Simulacrum. It hurts me. It steals my life to make it. But then once it's made, I can start healing. And then it's just nothing but a positive as far as I can read and see. It's just nothing but a positive. I'd rather have this simulacrum than have the mages. Because I'm not constantly casting it. It doesn't cost me anything other than one initial cast. And if I die, it will keep me alive. What more do I have to say? Whoa! That is scary in there. Okay, whatever's going on in there is really slowing me the fuck down. Can these guys just, like, die already? Can you guys, like, quit fucking jerking off in there and, like, get rid of the monsters, please? Why is the Templar almost dead? Okay, I'm gonna heal. Oh, I can't because I'm at full life. Because I was gonna use this potion that'll like scare them away or something, whatever it said it was gonna do. Fuck, that took forever.
Give it more time. Can abide you no longer. That needs to recharge.
You know what would be a good soundtrack for this? Hold on. Pause. Alt-tab. You know what would be, I know what would be a good soundtrack for this. And none of y'all are gonna believe me. Let's go. Whoa! It works, right? And it's probably just in that corporate gray zone of like, oh shit, what do we do? Makes it a bit more chill too, don't you think? Instead of it just being smash, 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 now it's got some tunes. And I mean, like, there's the songs in the game, but who cares about those? Alright. You'd have to be a real nerd. I can't believe that the adventure mode just gives you the song to the end of the game during certain areas.
My power has grown.
Let's get out of there. Holy shit. That's a lot of deadly explosions. Okay, I'm kind of caught up.
That is not possible.
See, I need to get the purple bar past the hourglass that's underneath it.
Finest room. Decay and rot.
Gotta watch out for those.
possible.
Alright, well. I'm definitely not on par.
I'm afraid not.
I need to get like a conduit shrine or something. I need to get something that's really gonna speed me up here.
That is not possible. The night embraces you.
These enemies defy all reason.
Okay, the timing of that was pretty good. Couldn't be better. It was pretty good. I mean, sometimes things just work out, right?
That is not possible. Take no time. Do not fear the end. I'm afraid not.
Where is this asshole? He's teleporting me. Wow, even his purple orbs are fucking assholes. Purple fucking bruised assholes. Fuck. Alright.
All must serve the cycle. No. That needs to recharge. Do not fear the end.
Immune to damage for 2 minutes. That should be good enough. Wait, what? Oh, it's because I used the simulacrum.
That is not possible. Do not fear the end.
Guardian is here.
How much time do I have left? 2.5 minutes. This should be doable.
That is not possible.
There was just like a fucking pick up all, and then after this fucking click, click, click everywhere. There we go. So that's one more piece of my experience set. Wait, why did I get game over music?
My master will take pride in this.
What do we have here? Lost the game. Razeth's Volition. Skeletal Mage gains the effect of the Gift of Death and Singularity runes. You gain 38% damage reduction if your essence is not full. If your essence is not full. Blood Brother grants a 16% chance to block attacks. Okay. Blocked attacks inflict 30% less damage after blocking an attack. Your next attack inflicts 30... Okay, whatever. Maltorius's Petrified Spike. Alright. What's this? Depth Diggers. Yeah, I'll just throw those in a box somewhere and then probably scrap them in the future. Alright. So now the next item in the set Oh yeah, that's why there was this one. This is the lower level Kane set. And I want to give it... okay. I know why that's there. It'll end up being better than the Leoric Crown, and I'll be able to apply a Leoric Crown benefit to it anyway. So, for right now... Okay, this is the better ring. Like, the best items would be the level 70 ones. But to get the experience bonus that I'm wanting to get here, I'm still going to need these. And then this is going to be incredible, how much it's going to be, if this works. So they're going to... Storm Shield is going to be a plus. That'll help. Alright, I'm going to go for broke. I'm gonna trust my gut here and hope that... Because it's a different set. It's technically a different set. It's not a... It's, and I could probably get... If I put a level 70 item, I could probably have a much better item generally. But that's not the point of this set that I'm building, right? And with it piggybacking off all the other stuff, it'll be fine. Alright. Going back to purple. Going back to nurple. I can change that. So, 1. I don't need the Leoric Crown if I put this into this, and then go to this cube, and pick Leoric Crown.
New goods today. Please look. You won't be disappointed.
So now my bonus experience is still 152, so it's still the same, because I'm still wearing a helmet, and I've got the same benefit, but I'm getting it from that other thing instead. Now one thing I'm kind of wanting to check, because at one point I'm going to want to have...
What shall we fight today?
So I have a level 1 thing there. Let's just see what happens. Bonus experience, 152, right? 165. So, once I have my experience set for myself, I might want to make a second one for the mercenary, and then get even more experience. This character's gonna be so experienced, man. They're gonna be so experienced before they've not even leveled up once, man. They're just level 1. But here's the point of why I'm not doing anything. I can use this to make any character I want now, pretty much. As long as I just keep advancing it. So now I need the boots. I need an amulet. I have a shield set out, right? Okay, shield. The ring is the other ring I have on my other character, though. The amulet, probably the same amulet as the one that's on my character. There's that. Boots. Belt. Alright, everything is selected. And I could even test it out what it's like just using as much as I have. Versus making like a second set of all this shit. I mean, is making a second set of it even going to be necessary? Like, I haven't even tested out, like, how fast is that character going to level up? Right? How fast is that character going to level up? I mean, do we want to test it? I feel like I want to get all the pieces first, right? I want to get all the pieces. I don't want to leave the character having, like, empty gaps that were where there were spots intended to be. If I'm going to make a build, I want to commit to making that build so that way I can do the thing. Like, yeah. Isn't that a reasonable? Isn't that a reasonable? Okay, 195 to my resistances. So how many more of these stones do I have now? 3. So, to get a new one, I'm going to have to do a rift. But I'm going to need to get more stones. But I should also check with this person. See if I can get some weapons.
win every time.
That is too expensive.
Is there anything I wanted to upgrade? 363 vitality. What's the best it can be? 415? That's way better than what I have. And what did I need? Diamonds? I need Imperial Diamonds. Got it. Am I gonna need Imperials for different reasons? That seemed to be the case before. Alright, now I've got all the fucking Power Rangers lined up. Let's go. $363. Can I get better than that? Let's go. $378. So it'll be a little bit more life and a little bit more thorns. $378. Nah. Nah. I'll keep the life. $395 vitality. There we go. Out of what? 415? Okay, so that's much closer to the top roll for vitality then. And with that extra vitality, I've been given a lot more life, and my thorns goes up based on my vitality. That's why I'm stacked full of vitality everywhere. Alright, so this thing's done. Then what does this have? Oh, it's the... Okay, I can't get rid of that. 2,834 thorns damage. What's the top? 2,880? No, okay, that's... Alright. That's good. That's the difference between, like, 50... 947 vitality. How much vitality? Okay, so that's... So I can get 50 more vitality there. What's this? 7598 out of 7696. So I could get another, like, 100 thorns damage out of that. Potentially. Okay, well, that's not doing anything. What's this thing about? 7292 out of... $7696, so I could get, like, 400 more. Not today. Alright, so I could get a little bit more thorns if I kind of go after... If I'm going after that. I could just sit there and just re-roll and re-roll until I get the maximum thorns, so everything's going to have as much thorns as I can possibly squeeze in for all these items that I have here. That is if I don't have, like, a better version of things already. Rathma's ossified. Do I have another Rathma's? Alright. I'm gonna have to do Nephilim Rifts. What level is this on? Oh yeah, if I can just like fly through these really fast.
Embrace your power, and you will survive.
I lowered it down to 4 because I was able to get it dropped 4 of the stones. So I mean this should actually be better than doing it on 5. Just because it'll be faster, it'll be more efficient. I'll be able to just get through this and then just get more of them. There's a goblin.
Finest rate. That is not possible. That needs to recharge.
champions behind the wall.
Must serve the cycle. That is not possible. My essence is too low. Give it more time. Your death nears.
The Rift Guardian has fallen.
There we go. And GG. So that's 2 stones. I need more stones. You have not enough minerals.
That needs to recharge. That is not possible.
Don't be shy.
I cannot afford that.
Well, one of these days I'm gonna get that weapon. Whatever it is. So there's some combo of like a scythe. So this is clearly
Doesn't our friend ever
it's a skull scythe.
I've hardly seen him rest since we met.
And it gives command skeleton, so it's gotta be a scythe.
Demons fear the Nephilim.
Skull scythe.
Such a brave soul.
So if I have 5... I probably need more.
Enemies of the Nephilim.
This music's actually more on point than everything else has been.
That is not possible. My essence is too low. No, this world can abide you no longer.
hot beats. Hot beats.
Decay and rot. No. That is not possible.
I can't teleport through that, really? Really?
That is not possible. Your death nears. Decay and rot. That is not possible. That is not possible. I'm afraid not. Weakness consumes you.
Get the treasure goblin. Annihilate it. Can't teleport in there? I have to open the door. What's the point of the teleport sometimes if it doesn't go through things? Is this an unfair statement to me? Why can I teleport, but I can't teleport through shit sometimes? Sometimes I can, but sometimes I can't. And it's those times where I can't, where it's like, well, what the fuck? Why couldn't I teleport that time? Well, just
That is
because.
not possible.
We're going left, we're going right, we're going left.
That is not possible.
Resplendent chest. Eh.
I'm afraid not.
See, these enemies just kind of evap at the thorns rate that I'm at. I'm bringing it down to 4 like this. The enemies just kind of evaporate.
That needs to recharge. Your death nears.
The Rift Guardian is here.
I am returning to town.
Get rid of all these. Do a little gambling.
Favors the bull.
That needs to recharge.
Let's see what happens, shall we?
7 should be more than enough. I'm gonna have to do some regular ones, and then I'll have to, if I can afford it at the time, empower one of them. And then I can get another piece up. So what was it? The last piece was the canes, right? So now the next one I'm going to want to do is the other canes. So the boots. So even though these are only level 23, and the other items I'm putting on this are level 70, like, why wouldn't I put all level 70? Well, unless there's something I just don't know about, and there's a good chance that there is. This is just what I can make, what I know about, what I can do. I'm going to equip the 2 different sets that are going to be giving large experience bonuses. And that there's one high-level one and one low-level one, and they're both called canes. But they're 2 different sets. So, they're 2 different bonuses. And even if I'm not able to equip the character with this, like these weapons and stuff, for some reason, like if the sword doesn't work on a demon hunter, well, I can always just put it on their mercenary, and then the mercenary can wear all the equipment, life-gaining stuff. Or, like I said earlier, I can make a second set. But I want to fill out all the spots first before I put in the replacement ring, and before I go crazy and add a bunch of other stuff too. And then this thing I also want to make level 1. Because this one I already did. So now I need to do the level 5 one. Which, if this is level 5, I should just be able to just fly through this like nothing.
I must wait. The night embraces you.
There we go, even easier now. The conduit. If I had faster run speed, I could probably just complete this thing really super fast if I'm able to get through enough monsters
here. Give it more time.
Looks like it's the right way.
All must serve the cycle.
red skeletons, we got blue skeletons, we got marshmallow dragon people armor guys. It's a real diverse crowd here. Can I go through the wall here? Good.
This world can abide you no longer.
Alright, Saxtrus. Let's go. There we go, got a new gem of ease.
I'm here to help.
What's this one? Damage you deal is increased by 4% for every 10 yards between you and the enemy. Okay. Why do I want that? Is there a reason that I want that? Is that a thing? Okay. Oh, this.
I need to go back.
Wow, it was one of those things I've got stacks of. I really had to identify it. Seems kind of just needlessly bullshit. $200 extra vitality. So I mean, That's the difference between how much life? 400 extra thorns, right? Which then... Well, actually, it would be 600 extra thorns, which then would be 1,200 extra thorns on the skeletons. I guess that would be... makes a difference. I'd be able to...
I don't like the look of that.
Do 5 again.
I'm afraid not. Give it more time.
Shield pylon will be good. And now 2 minutes of indestructibility.
Consumes you.
What? Where is it? The top right? Oh, it's like a little sliver in the top corner that I missed. Wait, which one's the way in and which one's the way out? Okay, did I just look at space and find the exit and just completely dumbass my way and not realize it? Alright. Well, I guess so. I mean, I guess it happens.
That is not possible. Must serve the cycle. Give it more time.
The Rift Guardian is here.
Oh yeah, reviving guys.
You have triumphed. What do you need?
I need to go back.
Your skill has grown.
Alright, level 8. So now I'm probably going to want to move this up to level 6. Can I empower it? No.
Then your trial begins.
I'm afraid not. That is not possible. Do not fear the end.
Okay, I can teleport now.
That needs to recharge. This world can abide you no longer. That is not possible. The night embraces you. That is not possible.
So close to... No, gotta go to the next level.
Your death nears.
The Rift Guardian has found you.
I am skilled at clarifying gems.
I am returning to town. Ravma has blessed me.
What are these? Restraint? Custodian wrist guards? Heading out? Alright. See you later, Jacqueline. What time is it? It is time o'clock.
Anything could happen.
Weapon.
Don't forget.
That is too
luck
expensive.
always changes.
Hey, mister, I got some new things. You should take. I can't believe what people throw away. I want to buy some of it.
Then your trial
Always wanted to fight some of these.
Set up. This is gonna be on like 6.9 or something like that. 6.8. Well, with an extra level up with it. There we go.
I'm afraid not.
It's one of those moments where I wish I had more run speed.
You will not find corpse. I'm afraid not. That is not possible. I'm afraid weakness consumes you. Not enough essence. I'm afraid not. null can abide you no longer. I'm afraid not.
Yeah. Skyrocketing past the timer.
Give it more time. That is not possible. Decay and rot. Not enough essence. I'm afraid not. Decay and rot.
So I'm getting 5 levels in this will be on 17, plus 4 levels on the next one, 21, and then another 4 levels.
The night embraces you. That is not possible.
What?
That is not possible.
Now that the door's open, can I go through? It's simply a case of the door is closed. So that's mystery solved right there. If the door isn't open, then you can't teleport in.
The night embraces you. I'm afraid not. I'm afraid not. Do not fear the end. Fear the end. I'm afraid not.
The Rift Guardian has arrived.
You have triumphed. Good to see you.
I need to go back.
What's this crap? It's garbage.
Are you ready?
Glorious development.
I wish you luck, hero. I'm afraid not.
Another piece.
I'm afraid not. That is not possible. I'm afraid not. That is not possible. Not enough essence. That is not possible. Decay and rot. I must wait.
Oh yeah, revive. But I'm doing so well without them.
My corpse.
I forget sometimes I need them. It's kind of weird because I shouldn't be forgetting because I should need them.
I'm afraid not. Afraid not. This world can abide you no longer. Give it more time. This world can abide you no longer. Give it more time. The night embraces you. No. Not enough essence. Do not fear the end. Give it more time. I'm afraid not. The night embraces you.
I'm gonna pick away this way.
No. think the world is safer? This world can abide you no longer. I'm afraid not. Give it more time. Your death nears.
There we go.
That is not possible. Not enough essence.
The Rift Guardian has arrived.
You have triumphed.
Hell's this? Tragul's guys. Blood siphon.
I may be able to help you.
I need to go back.
And then I think for the last 4 levels I need to go on level 8.
You look like you could use to see you
I
soon.
cannot afford that.
Thanks today. Please look. You won't be disappointed.
Brave the rifts, and you will be well rewarded.
That is not possible. These enemies defy all reason. This world can abide you no longer. Weakness consumes you. That needs to recharge. This world can abide you no longer. Give it more time. needs to recharge. The night embraces you.
Shield back up and let them handle it. Whoa! That was a lot.
The grave beckons. The night embraces you. Weakness consumes you. Give it more time.
Kind of trying to like weigh out what would be better to have, the 200 extra resistances to everything, or to have more life healing per second, which would then contribute to having a larger life shield.
Must serve the cycle.
I think you probably resist all if it more than one after.
Give it more time. The grave beckons.
On level 8, I'm nearly done with this kind of speed. I'm wondering if I'm either ready or nearly ready to try to advance a little bit, but the damage is kind of dicey. I might want to advance slowly.
The Rift Guardian has arrived.
Okay, so there's still going to be a few more pieces to do. But this is going to be this will be it. This will be kind of crucial here. Here we go. So it's level 21, but still, the purpose of combining it together like a fucking mega form. Here we go. So it's gonna need that other ring. Got it. Bonus experience 165. It's crazy to think that I'm going to be able to equip this guy too to a similar effect. I want to see if there's anything here on old Snoo Snoo. Wow, it's been a while since I played Snoo. Look at that. There's a lot of points unpointed. What was I going with next? Fury then? Cooldown reduction. There's a stall. And looks like I was going for some life per hit, but then going for area damage.
Surely there is someone out there who would benefit from our aid right now.
1,600,000, nice. What is it? 78,000. What about the Caesonius asshole? I don't remember making this guy, but here he is. Let's see what he's got. That's an interesting one. What's this? What's going on, what's going on, Jedi? Wasabi and mustard. What the fuck? Whoa, why do I have all these gems in the inventory? It's a good thing I checked that. Because I could use those. Alright, so that was one more piece for Purple Nurple. So if I'm going to keep going, and it's been a few hours of it. If I keep going, I need to figure out what's the next piece of the set that I'm going to be... And then also, how far do I go? Am I going to make a like a companion set as well? I kind of find the idea pretty funny, though. So it's either going to be the Storm Shield, or I'm going to replace the ring. But the amulet that I'm wearing here is also... Actually, no, not that amulet. Yeah, that amulet would be trash. For an anybody thing. maybe this one. I think I'd want one that would give a bonus to experience if I have one. This one might be the winner. Monster kills grant 200 experience. The only problem is it's not socketed. So if I can socket this... There we go. There we go. Now it has a socket. It gives plus 200 to experience. It's not really very class specific. It just gives damage and cold skills or whatever. So that, I believe... is going to be the amulet. So I think that's gonna... And then how many stones do I have now? 1. Right back down to 1. So it looks like I need like 6. So really at 6 or 7, depending on if I'm going to be going with, depending on if I pay for the enhancement or whatever to get the extra roll, right? His life's going down. $1 million, whatever. 1 million, whatever. So actually, like, that barely made a difference. And then how much essence does that give me? 40. So I have 200 base. Well, I mean, no point swimming upstream, right, with a current and an undertow and just drowning tired, right? No point of that. What's not going to help?